Finding the slope of a line given 2 points on the line. So slope is a rate of change. It's talking about how much something is changing up or down relative to how far you go horizontally. So you can think about it, I'm an avid hiker, and when you're climbing a mountain, you have a slope or a steepness to that mountain. So if you have more climb over how far you go, you'd have a steeper, or your slope would be higher. The way this works in terms of finding it on an equation, let's say we had the points of 4, 3, and 6, 5. So remembering that slope has a formula of y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The reason for this is because you take your y2 minus your y1, you're finding how far in this direction you've climbed. x2 minus x1 also tells how far you've gone this way. So you're finding, essentially we talk about it in terms of the rise over the run. So with these 2 points, this would look like, and it doesn't matter which point first and second, as long as you designate beforehand, so you make sure they go in the right positions. So if I have point 2, I will need y2 and x2. So my y value goes on top, my x value goes on bottom. Minus. Now you take your other point, y value goes on top, x value goes on bottom. So my slope would be 5 minus 3 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2, 2 over 2 reduces to 1. So if we were to graph the line that goes between these 2 points, it has a slope of 1. Doing another example, say we had the points, just like we did with the midpoint earlier, these 2. And this one will actually compute the slope in 2 ways, so you can see that it doesn't matter which point comes first, you'll get the same answer. So quickly writing the slope formula so we have something to reference. We would say, okay, here's point 2 and 1 for the first round. Point 2, xy, y goes on top, x goes on bottom. Minus, for the formula, y goes on top, x goes on bottom. So I get negative 4 over negative 6, or 2/3 is what it reduces to. Swapping which point is first and second. So we'll make this point 1 now, and this point 2. So point 2, y value on top, x value on bottom, minus y value on top, x value on bottom, minus a negative becomes plus a positive. 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 5 is 6. It reduces to 2/3. I end up with the same slope.